So we have another 20 Fathoms member joining us, Mr. Tim Nash with Aveopt. Large green button.
Hey everybody, I'm Tim Nash from Aveopt. Talk about some drone technology we've been working on. But to get started, do you know why drones take so many photographs of mermaids? Because they're aerial photographers. All right, now that we're loosened up, let's get into it. Do you know that Traverse City is a historical and a cutting-edge community of drone technology? Here in World War II, we had a testing site right here in Traverse City, right in West Bay, for the drones tested then. And NMC is still a long-standing college for drone training. Here's 3 other drone companies here in the area that are pushing forward in the innovating in that space. Google is now delivering drones, or delivering packages, and we have just transported the first organ. Uber seeks to get into the space as well. By 2021, there's going to be 750,000 drones in our skies doing commercial services. By 2025, $120 billion would be absorbed by these companies. How are we going to manage it? Unmanned traffic management system. These systems are being developed currently. They are doing tracking, collision avoidance, keeping themselves safe from crashes, and from manned aircrafts as well. Geofencing to keep them in secure locations, and they're doing risk management. Here's 2 examples of what a cellular-based UTM looks like, unmanned traffic management. AirMap is Microsoft, and Skyward is Verizon. Here's Poland's radar system. What's also pushing forward, besides the FAA, would be insurance companies. Insurance companies are already piling on their software on top of systems like AirMap to provide trackable data, as such as how is that pilot flying? Is he staying within the boundaries? And then they're adjusting their insurance rates off that data. So 2 problems are being solved here. One, drones have beyond visual line of sight regulation, which means you have to fly your drone in front of you. The other one is we have an infrastructure problem. Every UTM being developed today, whether it's cloud-based, which is cellular, radar, or space, they all have issues. Cellular, if you go up to UP, you know you're going to lose your phone call. Radar is line of sight, and you're never going to get anything back like video or command and control. So it's not even in the autonomous realm. Space has latency, and it has some expense to it. So what Aveopt has done is the first patent hybrid multi-infrastructure system. Oops. There it is. What we're going to do on the drone, we're going to put software on a board that is hooked up to a dual antenna system, monitoring both the cellular network and the space network. The cellular network will be the primary because it will allow video, command and control, everything you want, all the candy. But when it goes out into those blackout areas or out of reach of the cellular network, it'll toggle up to space, providing all the data to the companies that are doing the UTMs. Once it goes up to space, it'll be put down or set down back to an array system or a satellite dish that will then pump it into the cellular network and to those UTM software providers. Here's a team that's going to do it along with us. Well, our ask is $500,000 for the first year to $750,000. It's for our field prototype, and then we're going to do a subsequent round next year, 2.5 to $3 million. I'm Tim Nash from Aveopt. Any questions? Back there. I can hear you. If you want to go autonomous, yes. If you want to play in the beyond visual line of sight game, yep. And there's a lot of companies, like you talk about utility companies, oil pipeline, railroads, MDOTs of the world, things with linear miles of assets that you ask them today if drone technology is awesome, they'll say, yeah, it's pretty cool, but it's a little early. The reason is they can't use it to inspect their utilities or their assets. So if you want to do that, you're going to have a system like that. Otherwise, the United States is going to have to push billions of dollars into infrastructure to get there. This is an efficient way to get there quicker.
Would it be an add-on to a drone, or only have to be used after the utility?
Again, this is going to be a whole different drone. You know, this is like Amazon creating their own drones. This is something that if you want to play and go into this world, you're going to have something like this on it. Well, yeah, it's going to go. Yeah.
Can you go back to the slide that has MDOT at the top?
Sure.
And tell me about the coalition it takes to implement the solution.
Okay, well, let me go back to the architecture slide, and then I'll tell you who's playing where, okay? Okay, so first you have the ground station, which is the air map skywards of the UTMs. They're using the cellular system currently, but not autonomously yet. That's the next play. American Tower is providing all the cell towers in Michigan or in Ohio as well for us. And then our software will be up here on the drone. One of our pieces of software will be on the drone, doing the toggling mechanism and analyzing the frequency strength. Then it shoots it up to space. We have Iridium on board right now, and then we're going to send it down to Atlas Space here, who's going to push it back into our software that does further analyzation. Analyzation like, is there a flight plan registered, and how close was the data that came back down from the drone to that flight plan? And we'll actually have the data before it gets here. So when it comes time to sell it to the big four like Verizon, AT&T, or T-Mobile, it'll be an interesting play. And we can sell it to these guys as well. And there's other scenarios that we can sell it to companies like utility companies sometimes have their own cellular network. So we can do an add-on there as well. Any other questions?
Is latency a concern with satellite?
Sure, it is. Well, we have to analyze it to find out how bad it is in certain areas, and that'll be in consideration, for different flight areas. This is all new territory, by the way. So, this is part of the testing part. Back there. It is not a spin-off of GE, no. GE does have a UTM system. Actually, there's many UTMs out there that are being developed. But there's 12 main ones that are certified by the FAA. AirMap and Skyward, New Air Alliance are some of them. An indicator of how well we're doing, out of the 12, six of them are talking to us and very interested.
Are you strictly targeting commercial applications, or are you looking at military as well?
No, there is a military play. Yeah.
Does your product know anything about the health of the drone itself?
Yes, that's all reported, telemetry and everything. Consumers is a player too. I don't know if you saw that. MDOT as well. Both of them want this product at the end, so that's why they're interested. Consumers came out and said their dream is, hey, I would love to have charging boxes mounted on the utility lines and a map on your UTM, and you can see where all my assets are. I can hit a button, deploy, number 27 on line 53, and do a section, of the line and inspect it. And then land in another one, kind of do a hopscotch thing. And in the charging box, they will be able to see their assets, battery level, battery life, so on and so forth. Not right now. Onboard computer vision. I'm just making the UTM work. I know. All right.
Thank you.